Hello friend, David Newby here from financialplanning202.com, and author of the book Why Didn't Anyone Teach Me This? And I'm also the founder of yourprosperitypower.com. I want to share a couple really important things today with you. I'm wearing a new tie and some new cufflinks that my brother Marcus sent me. So thank you, Marcus, for the pink and blue combo. Very, very much appreciated. I'm going to talk to you now about a couple of things that are really important. This ties in with the email that I sent out yesterday and the blog post I did yesterday about the importance of lowering your taxes and what a huge difference it can make and how much wealth you can accumulate. And actually, if you're concerned about the recession or your income going down, whether you work for someone else or you're a business owner, also it can make a huge difference between whether you survive lean times or whether you really end up getting into more trouble during lean times. So make sure you read that past blog post. What I want to talk to you right now about is two key things. I have links below. One is to a article that I saw on Yahoo Finance talking about the total deficit. I want you to look at this chart because when I saw the visual, it really just popped out at me visually. You hear people talking about the deficit's growing a lot and Obama is spending more than all the past presidents before him combined. And we hear these numbers and sometimes it doesn't really sink in. So I want you to realize that if the spending keeps going at the way it does, your taxes are likely going to go up. And in a moment I'm going to tell you a proposed solution to get your taxes down that's pretty nice, in addition to what I recommended in my blog post yesterday. So look at that chart that's below on the page here, and I really want that to sink into you, that for this year the budget is going to be approaching a $2 trillion deficit. That is just amazing, and if things don't change, that is going to end up meaning higher taxes for you unless things change. So don't count on the government changing things. Take advantage of and take control over what you can control, and that means I recommend you take more control over your own personal taxes and do everything you can legally do to lower them. The second link that I have below is to an article in the Wall Street Journal, and the article writer, forgive me for not looking at his name, recommended a 0% tax for the bottom 60% of U.S. taxpayers. Now, to put this in perspective, right now the bottom 40% of Americans pay nothing in taxes. The middle class, the middle 20%, only pays 4.4% of all the revenue that the government brings in. If you're middle class, I want that to sink into you right now. Think of all the stress about wondering if you're going to get audited by the IRS. I just talked to a couple last week who have been going through an IRS audit for over a year now, and it's just been the biggest headache and pain in the butt for them. Imagine never ever having to worry about an IRS audit again if you're upper middle class, or below, and actually having the government make more revenue. Now if you're wealthy right now, it'd actually simplify things and make your life easier as well, so your taxes wouldn't go up. It would just make taxes easier for the middle class. So and if you are wealthy, I recommend that you read my blog post from yesterday as well to look at ways that you could lower your taxes even more than you may have already done, because this is really startling what our government is doing. They seem to be having no problem spending our money at a much faster rate than they're bringing it in. When it comes to just what's going on big picture, when something falls on its face, like what's happening in our national economy, spending revenue is drying up because a lot of people aren't making what they used to make. The solution is not to go out and spend more money. I mean, if your income has fallen from $10,000 a month to $6,000 a month, the solution is not to go out and create $3,000 a month in new bills. You should be slashing expenses. So I just want you to really think about the logic of what's going on in our government and how that relates to you directly, your personal budget, because if they do raise taxes like crazy on employers and small business owners to cover these deficits, they're going to end up laying off more people, which is going to be less revenue for the government. This is going to be a cyclical downward spiral. So I encourage you to be really proactive in controlling what you can control. You can control what you spend, you can control lowering your taxes, and you can control diversifying your investments and earning some more cash flow. Because if you lose a job or you have an income stream that shrinks, having another income stream outside of your main job or your main business can make a huge difference in how well you get through this recession. So I really encourage you, don't wait till things get worse to do something. Do something now. You know, God has given us everything that we need to survive and do well on this earth. I truly believe that. And one of the biggest things that we can use that we underutilize is our own ability to think and think for ourselves. So don't look at your friends who have mediocre results or results that you don't want. You know, if a friend pays a lot of taxes and they complain about it, don't look to see what they're doing to figure out how to get your taxes down. Look to someone who is paying really super low taxes and model them. If you have friends that are not happy with their investments, or you're not happy with your investments, don't do what everybody else is doing, you know, and picking a different mutual fund. Be willing to think outside the box. This is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you to really enrich yourself, and it's also one of the biggest times of risk right now. So I just want to hammer that point home to you. Take control of your situation. You can do it, and I believe in you, and you just need to get the right information and apply it. So again, I look forward to hearing from you soon. Feel free to leave a comment on my blog, davidroynewby.com, and let me know what your biggest challenge is, what your biggest victory is, and I'll be looking for more valuable information coming your way very shortly from me. God bless you. Till I talk to you next time, remember to leverage all that you've got to get all that you want. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.